What is up? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing, man? Check this out, man. Hey, my last day in the Philippines. And I finally got a little system going on. I still ain't got the mic, camera, something like dang, the flies and everything. Hey, before we get started, I wanted to show y'all some footage. Check this out, man. It's funny how things happen because the more you do, the more you practice, the more you learn. You got to remember that. When you first started learning, I don't know, math, anything like that, you got to practice, and practice make perfect. We all know this. So this is the first time I got the mic. I'm mic'd up, right? I'm in the Philippines. I'm mic'd up. And check this out. So I'm just learning, and but he didn't. This boy's supposed to be filming. He over there. You know what? We ain't gonna pay him.
Magsawa-sawa kayo mag-film.
Now.
Ganyan naman pala, di mag-ano na lang tayo.
Shoes, ladies and gentlemen, shoes. You gotta have shoes in order to rap. Hey. I'm trying to get with what he's doing. Hey. Hey.
Ayaw, walang gusto ba? Hey, there's no songs, but we're dancing. We're crazy.
Yeah. We gotta.
Freakoff? Ay, magbabayad na ba kayo?
Oh, now I get it. Y'all ain't had no money. So now I understand what happened.
Why mommy called you?
Now I figure out you want me to get 2 pair of tennis shoes because you don't have no money. Aha!
Mommy, yung resibo po.
Well, I wanted to show y'all that, and I wanted to show y'all one more little small clip. While we was in the Philippines, and we passing out flyers promoting the YouTube channel, right? We promoting the YouTube channel. And I kept telling them, you got to say thank you when you give the card to the people. Be nice. I'm teaching the kids, I'm thinking, right? And I done said this about 4 or 5 times, but I don't hear them saying thank you, right? The reason why I don't hear them saying thank you, because they saying thank you in their language. They saying salamat. I think it's salamat, malamig. I can't remember. I'm learning. So I was like, say thank you, say thank you. You want to give them a card? Watch this. Come here. I'm telling them to give him a card.
Hold this.
Well, okay, I'll hold it. Oh, okay. Thank you, YouTuber. Yeah. He got one already. Thank you, buddy. All righty.
Pwede pa subscribe YouTube vlogger.
We're going down? I'm noticing when you're mic'd up, when you are mic'd up, you have to watch what you say. Even on the YouTube channel, when you mic'd up, you gotta watch what you say. Anyway, give him a thumbs up, man. Hey, we are at the Art of Dialogue. Gene Deal on Cassie's disturbing testimony in front of her husband is shocking thing to expose. Wow. So let's hear what Gene got to say about the testimonies, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell, baby. Up. I ain't even got my light on me. I set up the light. Let's check it out. Here we go.
Speaking of Cassie's husband, they saying that he was mean mugging Diddy in the court when the prosecutors were showing Cassie pictures of the 13 men that she was having sex with, that Diddy made her have sex with.
Well, I believe that Cassie's husband knew all of that, and she probably confided in him. She probably was confiding in him when he was just her personal trainer. He knew some of the stuff probably that she was going through.
Wow.
You know, it's just like
Wow, I didn't know
if you
that.
if you got a
Personal
chick that's a
trainer?
porn star, you know, she's a porn star, bruh. If you got a chick that's a porn star, you know she done been through a lot of men. It's allegedly that Cassie went through a lot of men because Diddy orchestrated her to go through a lot of men. Because she didn't have this behavior prior to him. She even said that Diddy is the one who taught her how to do fellatio. You understand? She said that. So I'm like, he showed her? He's showing this girl, not with him, but with other dudes. Like, it didn't come out in court yet, and they didn't get into it like that, but did Diddy stop her and say, you're doing it wrong? And he started doing it himself?
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Hold up, Gene taking it to another level. Well, hey, he could have had another female in there and let the female do it. Do it. This how you do it. Then you should, yeah, that like that, something like that. I'm just giving Diddy the benefit of the doubt. We know he was showing her. Diddy was the one showing. We know that part, right? Am I right? Or am I right?
And showed her how to do it? Yeah, that's just crazy, man. But I believe Alex knew all her transgressions. He knew all about this shit. And he accepted her, you know, not for what she'd been through. You understand? He accepted her and he knew her heart other than all the shit that she had went through. You understand what I'm saying, bro? I believe he had already accepted that. But he just, to hear it and play it out in front of you in court, and you know this is the mofo that did it to her, yeah, he gonna look at him a certain way. And the fact that he knows that they had already told him he could not be in court when Cassie testified about certain things, about the rape and everything like that she told him about, and that because both of them was dating them at the same time. She had stopped dating Puff and started dating Alex. And it was allegedly that Puff came over there and he raped her. And in doing that, Alex could not be in the courtroom and had already told him when that part come over there and they begin that line of question that the prosecutor want to let him know that he had to step outside the courtroom because he might be called in that as a witness or witness to what Cassie told him about the situation. So he was probably more upset about that than anything else. He was probably upset about that, bro, that he gonna have to leave out the courtroom because Cassie was gonna have to talk about the assault that Puff supposedly had did on her when they was no longer together.
How you feel about the people that got pushed back and they saying that why if he mad at Diddy, he should be mad at Cassie for being a freak?
Man, come on, bro. Come on.
Man, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Hey, what? Oh my gracious! I don't think she should be called a freak. It's hard to say that, man, when the person you with is a freak and you can't get away. You cannot get away, man. People think in your mind you think you can just leave, and it ain't like that. You can't just leave. She couldn't just leave.
Was gonna have to talk about
That's crazy, man.
the assault that Puff supposedly had did on her when they was no longer together.
How you feel about the people that got pushed back and they saying that why if he mad at Diddy, he should be mad at Cassie for being a freak?
Man, come on, bro.
for being a
Come
freak.
on, bro.
She ain't no
Come
freak.
on, bro. I know you're gonna erase that out. I know you're not even gonna say that, and I know you're saying that why the people are saying that. You understand? The people are saying why you getting mad at Diddy because she was a. Why you getting mad at Diddy because she was a freak? She was none of that stuff before he met her. Now, you've had girls that you dated over the years, and some of the things you bring out of them that they never did before, and they get comfortable, they start doing it for you. But not none of the shit that he did that and for that young girl. That girl was young enough to be impressionable on this old head ass nigga with all this money. We could take her and show her dreams and lifestyles. So if you don't think that this mofo groomed that baby,
Facts.
that 19-year-old, then bruh, I'm gonna say it right here, and I might not do another Art of Dialogue show again. You understand? Because you might not like it. Something is wrong if you don't think that dude groomed that young girl. Took that impressionable young girl who wanted to be a star, who wanted all her dreams that she had to come true, and fed her drugs, fed her pills, fed her alcohol, and fed her mushrooms and things that she never took before to F her mind up, and then put her in a position that she thought that what little shit that she had, that she didn't want to lose it. If you didn't think that he did something and did that to her, bruh, I gotta say something wrong with you.
Nah, I feel you. I'm gonna keep this in there though. I mean, it's not like I'm saying it or this is how I feel. I'm just asking you about the people that, you know, is giving pushback, that don't believe her, and getting your take on it. So
Yeah, it's weird, man, because we explore a lot of channels and stuff, right? I went to this channel, man, and they was all against every video. I don't even have to say the name of the channel, because y'all don't need to go. We try to be positive people over here, and every video my man had up was talking about Cassie's a freak. She just wanted the bag. She wanted to be a singer, man. It's okay if a dude want to be a singer and be a star, rapper, or whatever in the music industry, right? But it ain't okay for a female to want to be a singer. What does a female supposed to do? I mean, I can really tell, but he would bring this other guy on his channel quite often, and these two guys think alike, and these two guys is clearly like a woman place is supposed to be in the kitchen. They didn't say this, but I'm saying cook my food. Oops, I'm sorry, no balloons for this part. Cook my food, do what I say, serve me. You can just hear it the way they talking, and I was like, God dang, you can hear in their voice that they are so women, you know. If she a freak, you treat her like a freak, you know. If she's a F, maybe, can you say freak on this thing? Right. I don't know.
But she also testified that Diddy will always tell her to put baby oil on. Like if he's seeing her a little dry, he'll tell her to go put more baby oil on.
Wow.
Because he like to see her glistening. So, oh no, man.
The shiny suit man.
The shiny suit.
From the 90s, he liked everything shiny. Didn't they come out with shiny suits, him and Mace? Huh? Didn't it tell you that everything in the movie had to be shiny? He like it glistening.
Yeah.
My man. Dude is a weirdo. And whatever demon got hold to him, that's the demon, and that's what that demon wanted to see. Because all that shit is demonic, bro. All that shit is demonic.
Yeah, she also testified that she was in a relationship with 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, but she was still having freak-offs with Diddy. She said that her and Diddy was on a break and Diddy was still making her have freak-offs.
My man, when you are addicted, because you cannot tell me
That's Diddy.
that over the years, she still had to supply her addiction. And who was going to give her the drugs for her addiction?
Like horse tranquilizers.
She's taking cocaine.
Horse tranquilizers.
She's taking opiates.
Horse
She's
tranquilizers.
taking mollies.
Horse
She's taking
tranquilizers.
alcohol.
And horse tranquilizers. And,
She's smoking weed.
and horse tranquilizers.
And weed ain't the regular weed no more because that's what you call it. They got it
Laced with something.
I don't know the word for it.
Horse
but they got all
tranquilizer.
kinds of drugs in the weed right now.
Horse tranquilizers.
So now,
Diddy got some drugs, man, that's supposed to be you give to horses. And that stuff will go through your skin, man. That's facts right there. I don't know what they call it. I don't know the proper name of it, but I just call all that stuff that you don't supposed to have horse tranquilizer.
she got an addiction. Even though he not with him, she still gotta supply her habit. He's with Young Miami, other people, stuff like that.
We all know
So
the drugs
now-
are addicted.
I get it for you if you got we do the freak off. I do the freak off because I want to supply my addiction. I know I can get some money out of it too. It's a lot of shit, bro. She was a victim. And by her being a victim, that don't stop her from not having those addictions that come with being a victim. You see what he did? He allegedly blew 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's car. Or had somebody blow 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's car. That's what was said.
Now, the real talk, man, they had so many people around him, like Gene. I don't know if Gene was him, but I'm saying people like Gene that that was hanging around Diddy said that he said out of his mouth, "I'm gonna blow the motherfucking car up." How you think they got him saying something like, and I want his friends to be around so they can see the car blow up? He didn't say I want the friends to be in the car so they can blow up too. He said, I want the friends to be around. Where they getting this from? You know, from the streets? Nah, they heard him say that out of his mouth. So what had happened was, I think Cassie probably know too. And after the car got blown up, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 and his lawyers and stuff is like, dude, we can't prove it. Can't prove it, right? Still can't prove it. But we need to do the best thing. Stay away from his tail. Forget that. Don't even, you want to live? Because this dude is thinking he living in a movie. And 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 like, I'm too rich and living my life. I'm living my happy life right now, doing my thing. And I got to watch out for this brother. I don't even like the girl like that. She cool. She fine. She fine as I don't know what. But I don't know, man. Y'all tell me.
And people don't understand this, man. You know, like they think this is just a domestic violence. This is a sexual thing. You understand? They don't understand the law. And when you are paying prostitutes to come across state lines to have a freak off with your girl, that's against the law. Prostitution is still against the law. And to pay somebody to come and do it, you are breaking the law. This dude got a 34 count indictment. He got to win all 34 counts, bro.
Break that down for the people that don't understand how that works.
Yeah, break it down for me.
If you lose one, you're going to jail still.
I thought he had
See,
5.
everybody's looking at the thing. Well, it's not a sexual. It's a sexual domestic violence. But what about the gun charges?
Facts.
The prosecution proved that. Well, I'm not saying prove, but the prosecution made a statement, and Cassie said, "Yo, he had guns in the house. They used to have guns in the safe." This is not just one charge. He got 34 different charges.
34?
He got criminal possession. You understand?
34?
Kidnapping. When you don't allow somebody to go somewhere when they go, that's kidnapping.
Man, Diddy
He
lawyers.
got a host of charges that you're gonna have to get somebody else to go through them. But the prosecution, all they gotta do is win one of those charges. But I believe that Diddy's gonna make a deal.
Wow.
He's gonna get in the middle of this trial. Watch and see what I'm telling you. He's gonna get in the middle of this trial because he can't take it. He can't take sitting right there and hearing all his dirty deeds with Cassie. Somebody eventually that he paid what? $30 million to. He's hearing all his deeds in front of him, and he ain't high.
Not only he's not high, he been sober for a little while, so he done went through the withdrawals. He's back to being a normal person. He's back to being Puffy. That was one of the first nicknames when he was at the Howard University and all that type of stuff. He ain't have all them crazy super duper drugs. Back then, Puffy didn't even smoke. He didn't even smoke. And people that was on the making of the band, they said they never seen him smoke. I never seen him smoking. I seen Puffy plenty of times. I seen him plenty of times, man. I ain't talked to him. I was the sound man on some shows or doing what I need to do. And he was in the building. Him, Biggie, Faith, Mary J, all of them. You know, I was part of the sound crew. I don't know them. I don't know them people. I wish I did. I had my mixtape in my pocket, trying to hand it to him, but I was scared to. I remember them days. But my point is this. Now he's sitting back in court, sober, almost like a normal person. He realizing, damn, I didn't know I went that far. I didn't know I went that far into the wrong. That's what he realizing, man.
He's hearing all his deeds in front of him, and he ain't high. He ain't drunk. No more 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 for him.
What's 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗡?
Is it 𝗟𝗡𝗡 or 𝗟𝗡? Which one is it?
Ciroc.
Both.
𝗟𝗡𝗡. He said no more 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗡. No more. Diddy, no more 𝗟𝗡𝗡 for you. Well, you can get some 𝗟𝗡𝗡 in jail. You can get plenty of 𝗟𝗡𝗡. From now on, thank you, Gene. Yeah, Diddy was like, he was undercover getting that 𝗟𝗡𝗡.
Deeds in front of him, and he ain't high.
He ain't high.
He ain't drunk.
He ain't drunk.
No more 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗡 for him.
No more 𝗟𝗡𝗡.
Is it 𝗟𝗡𝗡 or 𝗟𝗡? Which one is it? Both. It's no. That's missing.
In his life.
So now, he's hearing all this shit go down. He gonna break, bro. I'm telling you. He gonna end up asking this defense team, see, can y'all still get me that deal? See, can y'all still get me that deal?
Nah, now check this out. If his defense team go back and ask for the deal is maybe may be the same or it's going to be a harder deal. Oh, so y'all coming back. That means y'all know that we got y'all. Yeah, so, but if they keep holding on and the complainant, which is the FBI or whatever, they feel as though they losing, then they'll come with a lesser deal. Instead of saying 15 years, we just give you 10 years. Or still the saying 10 years, we give you 5 years. I can't remember how many years they offer them.
Some kind of deal.
Damn, so that's what you think gonna happen?
Yeah. If he's smart.
And to go back to something you said earlier, same thing with me, man. I'm a little confused when Cassie say that Diddy taught her how to give oral. Cause I don't see how that works unless he put in his mouth on something. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't need and I don't want to know.
He putting his mouth on that 𝗗𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦. That's what he doing. It's 𝗗𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦.
You understand? You know, I love my women seasons. Already know. Been through it. Done that. So I ain't into teaching. I wouldn't deal with a woman that I gotta teach anything to other than taking it. And she should be good at that too. She a grown ass woman. You know what I mean? But for him to go and what she said was blatant, that he taught me how to have oral sex and give men fellatios, and she made it seem like he was actually showing him by practicing on some of the men.
On the 𝗗𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦.
That's what I took from it. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy.
He didn't mind practicing.
That's real
on
crazy,
the
bro.
dog.
But it's crazy that, you know, how people don't see how she was groomed into doing this. That she was groomed into doing this. Right. And then she is saying, and they playing tapes of her saying things that are provocative, because she's saying that because, one, she wants to please him. She know he likes to hear this stuff. She know he wants to hear this stuff. So I'm gonna say this stuff to please him. So one, I don't get my ass whooped. 2, I might get a new car, a new gift, or something like that. 3, I might work on my next album.
Facts. That's what it's all about. Facts. That's what it's all about.
It is what it is.
She also testified that the longest freak-off her and Diddy had lasted 4 days.
Bruh, I can't imagine having sex for 40 minutes. You're talking about 4 days.
Yeah, you right. I'm with you,
my
Jim.
Man. That's a lot of freaking off. Well, they had tag teams or something?
You right about that, man. I can't even imagine 4 hours. You can imagine it in your head. You ain't gonna do it. Men, talking to the men. 4 hours? That's a long time to go without nothing. Oh my God. Man, it must be a whole lot of 𝗗𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦s in the room or something. I don't know. This is crazy, y'all.
My man, that's a lot of freaking off.
A whole lot.
Well, they had tag teams or something? One was, yeah, no, was it her, Diddy, and 4, 5, 6 other guys, or just her, Diddy, another guy? Yo, that shit is crazy to me, bro. See? And they tell off on their story. They sell. He had said that his parties are so wild that he has to have an ambulance outside of his house.
That's crazy,
He
man.
said that his parties are so wild, bro, that he got to have an ambulance outside his house. And they have to do a drip afterwards. He is sitting outside around poolside doing an IV drip with his mama.
See, all that stuff shouldn't even be on video.
I don't know. Maybe that's some rich.
That's something different.
That may be some rich that we don't know nothing about.
Imagine how long he been doing that. Let's say he been doing the Freakoff and I don't know, 5 or 10 years. He been after the Freakoff and all this stuff they've been doing. They need an IV for 5 or 6 years. Then all of a sudden, this last 1 or 2 years, we start seeing him on video doing IV drips and coming on Ellen DeGeneres talking about an IV drip. And that's something new to the world. We like, what the heck is he talking about? Something different. Nobody doing this but Diddy. But Diddy, you got to realize, man, some of this stuff you should have kept on the hush hush. Because I think he wanted that fame. He wanted more and more fame, keep himself in that fame area, that he had to bring something different and unique nobody else is doing. And I know other people that's probably doing the same crazy stuff that he doing, some Epstein type friends. They probably looking at Diddy saying, this dude is stupid. He telling all his business to the world. Eventually somebody's going, especially the Ciroc people and the liquor people that's mad at him. So I'm glad you did say the 𝗗𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦. I can't get that out of my mind, man. 𝗗𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦. Oh my God. This is crazy.
But he was doing an IV drip after one of his Freakoff or one of his parties. He had said that. You remember the time he kissed his mama in the mouth? They was getting the drip. And she said that after she did the Freakoffs, they would have to do IV drips. Man, here we go again. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. And they got other drugs, the mushrooms and all these other things, man. Yo, this is gonna be, dude, if he gets off, which I doubt he will, but it don't make me a bit of motherfucking difference because he's through. He can't come back from none of the shit we heard. And if he thinks so, then we ain't worrying about no music. They ain't made music in the last 10, 15, 20 years. He couldn't even make his own son a star. So we know he ain't doing music no more.
Whoa.
He couldn't even make his own son a star.
Lil Rod could have helped him with that.
So my whole thing about it is that Big, Wolf, Ferg, all the people that I know, they got they just due by that nigga sitting in court fighting for his life and losing whatever prestige or whatever he had. And I'm glad with that. I'm good with that, bro. I'm good with this nigga losing everything that people help him get. And I'm talking about in our earlier days, having to be at clubs, having to be at places, making sure we risking our lives, people risking their lives, people doing things to make sure that he's all right, that he's good. I'm good with Big, Wolf, Craig Mack.
Shout out to Craig Mack.
All the people that he did wrong, getting some kind of justice behind this nigga having to face what he got to face now.
Wow.
And for all you crab ass mofos
Facts.
that want to talk and say shit about me, what you eat
My
don't
bad,
make me
John.
shit. And I'm good with me.
Damn.
I'm really good with me.
Facts.
I'm good that God had me put my foot on that nigga neck and keep it on there. Now, I'm not responsible for none of this sexual shit that he going through. I was here, brother, to tell you about this character.
Damn.
The principles. How he did people that was close to him that risked their life for him.
Wow.
How people came out of their pockets for him to make sure that he was all right when he went through that city college and things like that. I was here to let y'all know he didn't deserve an honorary degree from Howard University. I was here to let y'all know he didn't deserve the key to the city. I was here to let y'all know, to let the people know that all that good son stuff that he tried to portray, he wasn't a good son because he was cussing his mom out, talking all kinds of shit about him. He even said that my mama could put her palms on the floor. What kind of shit is that? That was their relationship, though. Had nothing to do with the Cassie shit. That was after my time. But I let y'all know he wasn't who he said he was. He ain't deserved none of the things that he was given. The key to New York, the key to the city. Up out of here.
Get the fuck
Tried
out
to
of here.
portray that he grew up in Harlem, but it's not one block that he could go to and hang out in Harlem and say, this was my block I used to hang out on. Now I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I can hang out from 112th Street from 8th Avenue to Lenox Avenue.
That must be far. Or maybe that's 2 blocks. We
I'm
don't
from
know.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Facts.
I can hang out on 144th and 8th Avenue. Those are the blocks I hung out on.
Facts.
You couldn't tell that nigga to go to a block, but he claimed he was from Harlem. He used the same game. He used my crew, Slick and the family too. Puff Daddy and the family. He took a lot of shit without paying his dues. And when y'all say that it was dudes that never checked him, he got checked. But he went a whole nother way. He could hide behind the money. He could hide behind the rich and the famous. And not have the dudes who were there. Now y'all finding out it wasn't only Cassie. It was people before Cassie. You got Kirk Burroughs telling his story. Wait till he hit the stands. It's a lot of stuff gonna go down, y'all. I was just here to let y'all know you ain't gotta be scared of dude. You ain't gotta be scared at all. Come out, tell your story with the truth, and you'll prevail. Ain't nobody trying to put a black man down now. A black man wouldn't do a black woman, or Latino woman, or a white woman, or any other kind of woman like he did that girl. That ain't the actions of a black man. Especially when you got black daughters.
Kirk Burroughs, he taking a stand?
Well, you know, Kirk Burroughs got a lawsuit in him. They filed a lawsuit, and it's a civil suit. And if it goes to trial and they don't settle out, he's gonna have to take the stand and say what happened to him. Not in this case. But then the federal government, you don't know. The feds might bring him in too.
I know Aubrey O'Day, she taking a stand.
But that's from Danny Kane, right?
Yeah.
He said some shit about Danny Kane, bro. They lawyers was trying to get in touch with me. You know what I'm saying? They lawyers were trying to get in touch with me because we was in the studio. And I don't know what Danny Kane had did to them. I don't know what had happened, what transpired. You know what I'm saying? I may have said the wrong name before, but it was Danny Kane. I know it for a fact. Because he said, them hoes gonna keep with me. And I'm gonna drug them all and pimp them out to my nigga. And I told him, I said, what the fuck is you talking about? Them somebody's daughters. And I walked out because something was happening up front. Or something was happening, I had to go up front. You know what I'm saying? Because we doing security. I'm in there securing them, but something happened up front. So I went to check. You know what I'm saying? And I came back. And then that's when me and that nigga got into a beef and we was talking. And we was talking about each other for the whole rest of the night until we got ready to take him home. So the next day, the dude tells me, he said, yo, Gene, come upstairs. You know, I'm at his house on 74th and Park Avenue. You know, he said, yo, next day he said, Gene, come upstairs. I said, yo, what's going on? He said, yo, Gene, I was laughing my ass off. I was sitting here just thinking about how you was talking about me and the shit that you was saying. You know what I'm saying? You know, because none of them niggas was laughing at my jokes. They was laughing at this nigga jokes the whole night. Corny shit. So then, you know, because this was before he got his teeth fixed. Because anybody who know Puff know he had gangrene in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to tell me he got that shit from eating money. I told him stop, take it out of his diet. Damn. So now, he's sitting there. He said, yo, Gene, yo, you can't talk about me like that in front of people no more. I said, keep your motherfucking my name out your mouth, and I'll keep my name out mine. No Diddy. But anyway, I told him that, and that's when, you know, our relationship started taking a different turn. Because he knew he could say certain shit about me, you know, and I wasn't allowed. So when Jennifer Lopez used to ask me to get involved in their conversations and stuff like that, and say, Gene, you know, and I was like, Ms. Lopez, I'm not at liberty to speak about Mr. Combs, about Mr. Combs anymore. And that's how I started handling until the situation with my man D.
Damn. Can you imagine you working with somebody, right? And they know that when you speak, I think Gene, to be honest, I think everybody knew when Gene spoke, he spoke real. He was real when he spoke. And everybody else was on joke time. People was on all kinds of different times. Gene was like, man, y'all want to call me a jokester and act like you're joking. But at the same time, I'm real. I'm on business. Gene said we need more security. Gene said we shouldn't be doing this. We need more people at the back door. We need more people this. Damn, Gene. You know, and most of the time, security works like this. Nobody thinks they need security until shit hit the fan. Once the shit hit the fan, what's security supposed to be there? But nah, security, the main job of security is to deter the problem from happening in the first place. So if I'm a bad guy and I see you with one security guard, I might think I can take him. Or I see one security at this door and he's smoking a cigarette, he half asleep, I can take him. But if you got 5 security guards on each perimeter, something like that. People, man, let's go home. Let's try another day. We can't get to them. Security did their job. Most of the time when security doing their job, they don't even realize their job was done. Y'all understand my point now, right? So with that being said, man, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. I got a couple more videos to do, and Gene is the real deal, man. I think that when he was out here doing this thing, I think a lot of people took him as a joke, and I think he was a little salty about that. That's why he out here spilling the beans and saying, F you, what you gonna do? Come get me? You don't know how I sleep, dog. I got 3 or 4 people around me when I sleep. You don't know how secure my household is. I'm always checking my 6. That's the type of person Gene is doing, man. And when I get back, I got to start checking my 6 also. Uncle Mike got a little serious drama going on in my area. So y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.